We give you the facts, it's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I think? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
People of Center, St. Mary and surrounding.
Yeah, watch Popeyes, mama.
Here is
Where I watch?
Popeye.
are you on exactly? If you are,
Greetings viewers and subscribers. Do remember that this Saturday, March 29, all road leads to Waves Beach in Negril. Different strokes are kept. On the wheels of steel will be DJ Marvin, DJ Big Red, and the captain Colin Hines. Remember that Different Strokes is a mixed drinks inclusive event. Don't miss it. In the news today, this one took place Saturday afternoon, March 22, about 5 o'clock. It took place at Rock District in the Falmouth area of Trelawney. Our information is that a teacher in his mid-20s, he was at the bus stop in the vicinity of the stoplight when he was pounced on by 3 hoodlums. One of them brandished a gun and they proceeded to rob the teacher of his iPhone 14 Pro Max cell phone and over 30,000 Jamaican dollars in cash. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape on foot in the area. Just like that. This one, it took place yesterday morning, Monday, March 24, about a few minutes to 8 o'clock. It took place along the Salt Creek Main Road in the Green Island Police area in the parish of Hanover. What we are learning is that a blue and white Toyota Coaster bus, it was traveling along the Salt Creek Main Road towards Negril with a bike traveling behind it. A guy named Fitzroy Harrow of a Negril address, he was riding that bike. It is said that Fitzroy, he overtook the Toyota Coaster bus and he went into the right lane in the path of that grey Toyota Bugsie that was coming in the opposite direction. The motorcycle, it went airborne and collided into the right section of the Toyota Coaster bus. There is what is left of Fitzroy's bike. He received a serious chop to his face and one of his legs was completely taken off. Fitzroy, he died on the spot. The mayhem. In this next report, a female, her name is Marcia Ledgister. She was 47 years old and we are told that Marcia, she's from the Monique area of St. Ann. Our information is that in recent times, Marcia, she was living at Crane Road in the Black River area of St. Elizabeth. Early Wednesday morning, March 5, almost 4 o'clock. Marcia, she was sleeping on a stall inside the Black River Market when someone set Marcia ablaze. An alarm was raised and efforts were made to put out the fire. Marcia, she ran and she lay down in some water at the market gate and the fire was out, but it was too late. We are told that Marcia, she was burnt over 90% of her body. She was rushed to the Black River Hospital and later transferred to the University Hospital, but sometime last week, Marcia, she succumbed to her injuries. The police, they are now trying to find the hoodlum who set Marcia on fire. The mayhem. This one, it took place early this morning, Tuesday, March 25, about 2:30. It took place at Landlease in the Kingsland area of Manchester. The police, they are reporting that as a result of intelligence received, they armed themselves with a search warrant and they went into the community. They reported that they went to a house and on entering that house, a guy who was inside pulled a gun and pointed it at them. They are saying that they took evasive action and open gunfire hitting the guy who fell to the ground, clutching a .38 Smith & Wesson revolver loaded with 2 live rounds. His name is Orlando Waite, but he was popularly known as Bulby. Bulby was 27 years old. Bulby, he died on the spot. Indicom are carrying out investigations. This one, it took place yesterday morning, Monday, March 24 at minutes to 9 o'clock. It took place at the intersection of Mullines Road and Washington Boulevard in Kingston 20. Our information is that this incident, it has gang war and reprisal written all over it. The target was a guy named Withlif Riley, but he was popularly known as Shane. Shane was 29 years old and he lived at Roswell Avenue in the Washington Boulevard area. We are told that Shane, he was driving that grey Toyota Probox motor car along the main road when, on reaching the intersection, two hoodlums rode up on a motorcycle beside the car. The pillion, he pulled a gun and opened gunfire hitting Shane to his upper body. Shane, he died as a result. We are told that a 30-year-old Dixon employee who was driving a van, he was also shot and injured during the gunfire. A black Kia motor car being driven by a female also received gunshot damage. The mayhem. This one, it took place yesterday morning, Monday, March 24, about 11 o'clock. It took place along Swansea Avenue in Kingston. We are told that a male and a female, they were walking along the road when an orange Kia motor car drove up and stopped. Two hoodlums jumped out of the car and opened gunfire hitting the male to his upper body. The hoodlums, they then jumped back in the vehicle, but a team of police officers, they were on patrol in the area and they heard the gunshots. The police, they were responding when they saw the Kia motor car speeding away from the scene. The police, they gave chase and the hoodlums stopped and jumped out of the car. They were chased and the police, they were able to hold the driver who had scaled a wall. We are told that he is a 28-year-old in-drive taxi driver living at Whitehall Avenue in Kingston. Our information is that the police, they know exactly who the shooter is. He is from 100 Lane in Kingston. Up to the time of recording this video, I hadn't gotten the name of the guy who was shot and killed. As soon as more information becomes available, I'm going to be updating this report. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button as also. Hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be one of the first to be notified. So before I give you the final report for today, that video you are looking at was from 2016 at a gas station in Montego Bay. The female in the braids is Colette Archibald, also known as Tara. Tara, she was stabbed to death Friday night, March 21 at minutes after 11 o'clock. This took place in Montego Bay. If you look carefully, there is Tara and her cronies doing what they knew best, thieving. The police, they are now arrested and charged 31-year-old Sam Dyer for Tara's murder. Like I've said before, Sam is from Paisley Avenue in Maypen, Clarendon, so he will be going to the courts shortly. Why may I tell you, In the final reports for today, by now, you would have heard about the shooting death of that man on your screen. His name is Samuel Dixon, but he was also known as Fraughty. On May 9 coming up, Fratty, he will be celebrating his 60th birthday. Fratty, he owned many businesses in Portland, where he is from, and in the parish of St. Ann. These businesses includes gas station, car dealerships, and auto parts business. He lived at Balmoral Heights in the Towile area of St. Mary. Fraughty, he was a drug dealer with links in Colombia, Haiti, and the United States of America. last night, Monday, March 7, about 7 o'clock. Fratty, who was a licensed firearm holder, he was driving a dark blue Maserati motor car towards his home when he was ambushed. The Hoodlums, they opened gunfire at the vehicle that Fraughty was driving. He managed to jump out of the vehicle and ran, but the Hoodlums chased him, caught up with him and pumped several bullets into him, killing him in the middle of the street. They also robbed Fraughty of his licensed firearm. We are told that the police, they found over 80 spent shells to include 5.56 and 9mm spent shells on the scene. So it is clear that a hit was placed on Fraughty. But the question is, who was it that placed that hit on Fraughty? We are told that in recent times, Fraughty, he contracted a security company. He contracted them to provide bodyguard services to him. It is almost sure that if any of those security guards were with Fraughty last night, they too would have been killed. Now, the question is, what was it that happened recently? Why Fraughty thought his life was at risk? Word on the street is that Fraughte's name was being called on some shooting incidents. I carried a report on this channel before about two guys. One is called Sparkles and the other one is called Real Man. It is said that both Sparkles and Real Man, they were trusted employees of Fraughty, but they stopped working for him and they started their own business. Fraughty, he was very upset about this and he was of the view that both Sparkles and Real Man had robbed him and started their own business. As a result, it is said that Fraughty, he placed hits on both Sparkles and Real Man's heads. On Sunday night, January 26, about 8:30, Real Man, who is 50 years old, he was standing along the roadway across from Island Grill in Ocho Rios. He stood and was talking to someone when a silver motor car with 3 hoodlums aboard drove up and stopped. The hoodlums, they opened a barrage of gunshots hitting Real Man. He received gunshot injuries, but he survived. Less than 1 week later, on Saturday night, February 1 at minutes to 8 o'clock, Sparkles, who would be celebrating his 46th birthday on the upcoming Tuesday, he was hosting his pre-birthday party at a venue at Marvin's Park in Ocho Rios when he was attacked and shot several times by a hoodlum. Sparkle, he received serious injuries, but he too survived. Fraughte's name was also being called as the man behind 2 recent murders, and these murders were said to be drug related. That man on your screen, his name is Albert Lindsay, but he was popularly known as Bugsie. Bugsie was in his 50s and he lived at Anchovy Land Settlement in Portland. Our information is that Bugsie, he spent some time in jail in Germany, but we are not sure what he was charged for. Bugsie, he operated a popular restaurant named Hannah Bananas in Portland, and he was shot and killed at his home on Thursday morning, March 6, about 8 o'clock. He was killed by someone who had called him out on his veranda. The latest incident that Fraughte's name was being called on, it took place at a marine repair shop in Kingston. It took place yesterday afternoon, Monday, March 24, about 5 o'clock. A guy named Rojay, Jephet, Deacon. He was 34 years old and he lived at Reach District in Portland. It is said that Rojay, he was actively involved in the guns for drug trade between Jamaica and Haiti. Yesterday afternoon, Rojay, he drove his silver Toyota Hiace bus to the shop for them to do repairs on one of his boat engines. While he was there, 2 hoodlums rode up on a bike and opened gunfire at Rojay, killing him on the spot. So the question investigators are now trying to answer is, was Fraughty killed as an act of reprisal for any of these incidents, or was it something else? More to come. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them block out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane. Everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town, man a play blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell them no gonna further. Man a dead like cancer and bird, yeah. Who no listen them a word, yeah. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica.